Hello, welcome back to, well, I guess this one's, yeah, that's interesting. Job Click and Tiger All Second City, Dimming Stage Block 9, 1d8 plus 1, Lino Orbs, and I don't have a one for, I guess Job Click Index. And from there, um, this is from my channel. Today I'm going to talk about baseball today, and that's my website type thing. It was the thing that I'm working on for recruiting and working with resumes, and I also do here some websites type thing. So just check us out type thing if you want to. Drop on by type thing and type of thing near the web store, and just give us lookies, and that would be great. Now let us get back to work. That is new tab here, and we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go to the clubhouse type thing there, and that is the Detroit Tigers, and we're gonna go to a depth chart. That is a baseball field. Jim Leyland stepped down. Brett Osmus is the new guy there, taking that type of sense. Let's go here, a new tab, and we'll go to Bing for our rewards and redeeming those for Xbox Gold membership 1 month at a time. And we're going to go with Brett Osmus type thing here, and in the search, and that's Brett Osmus. And let's see, Brett Osmus will draw Astro experience in managing Detroit Tigers, and that's cool there. But that's who Brad Osmus is. He's taking over for Jim Leyland, and that is Detroit Tigers mobile app. Okay, now we're going to take this here, and we're going to go here, down here to thing. We're going to open up Excel, and we're going to put up a baseball thing there. I can't remember if their stadium one is good or not type thing, but right now we're work on lineup type thing. I guess we can rename the sheet here, and that's lineup. And what we're going to do for the lineup type thing is we're going to do hitting. So now from that type thing, that type of sense, that's hitting, and that's pitching type thing here, and boom, we're going to work on the hitting one there, and here, and here. So from there, taking that type of sense, let us go to insert and shape, and boom, and I'm going to probably put it over here, and probably like that, and I'm going to Control C, Control V that type of thing here, and I'm going to put that there, and then from there I'm going to insert a shape, and let's see here, maybe we do this one this time. I had another shape type thing and that type of thing here, and I think that's a little better actually. And we're going to go here like that, and like that type thing here. Boom! How about that stuff, huh? Yeah. And we're going to change that. We're going to format that type thing. And there we go. And from there, type thing and that type of thing, we're going to make that a little more here. So it's here. And here. Alright. Now, I thought I had a picture of a lineup type thing here. Let's go there. And I could tweet that and stuff. Yeah. Let's see, batting lineup, and I don't think I do anymore. Images. So rare to find one these days. That one looks like a receipt or something. Yeah. So it is, but it's 9 people that are part of your lineup, and that's a scorecard. Hope that's not bad off. Okay. Yeah, that looks like one. That looks more like one. And you put them in a list, I think, in that type of sense. And that is, oh, type of thing, type of sense. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go back here, type thing. And we're going to do a lineup now. And here, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, type thing in that type of sense. We're going to drag those over. And like there. Or maybe there. Okay, and we're working on hitting. Now from that, I'm going to need another insert type thing in a circle. My voice might be leaning away from the camera, so I'm trying to speak up a little bit here. And there we go. And that's the mound type thing in a type of sense. And it's kind of a baseball diamond. We probably need a little bit of this to help it out type thing here. And let's go right there. And boom. And Control C and Control V. And we'll swing that around type thing there. And yeah, that's probably more traditional looking. Yeah. And okay. So now in that type of thing, we're gonna do Cabrera. And probably go back here. That's Miguel Cabrera. That's Ian Kinsler type thing there. So we're gonna put Kinsler here. And we're gonna put, this is for this upcoming year, Jose Iglesias. And we'll go here. I'm probably gonna use his last name, Iglesias. And third, we're gonna go here to Castellanos. Oops, oop, no, that was bad. And and behind the plate, we're gonna have Alex Avila, and that's L.A. Los Angeles, so that's Leah. It's an L and A, that's La, so that's A-V-I, then L and A, and put a space in between that, and that's V in La, so Avilia, Avila, that's Avila, and come down here, and that's here. Pitcher is going to be Verlander, or Scherzer. Congratulations to him for the Cy Young Award. Okay, here we're going to have Dirks or Raji Davis, so we're going to put Davis here. I usually put Raji though, type thing in that type of sentence, because if I put Davis, I start thinking of somebody, but Raji type thing, you're like, ah, Raji, yeah, man, Raji Davis. And then that's Austin Jackson there. And so Jackson 5. And that's Torrey Hunter there. And that's Hunter. And we need the DH type thing down here, who's not on the field. And right there. Doesn't field. And designated hitter. Hitter type thing there. Victor Martinez. And that's Martinez here. Alright, now here we're gonna go, I guess we should do their name. I'm gonna do their attribute, then their name, and lead stat. And so that's stat. And let's see here, that's their name. And from there is their attribute. Now, this is how I built my lineup type thing here. Now, this is the top part of my lineup here. I could probably wait on that. And this will be the bottom part of my lineup here. At 6 through 9 is also considered the top type thing for people. And name, Raji Davis type thing in that type of sense. Let's go and click on him type thing here. And he has 24 RBIs, 260 average type thing, but I believe last year, if they show it here, he had 2000 regular season type thing, 2013, and we go down here, we click on that, 2014, so that was last year, and my charter block, that type thing, that's his strikeouts, and that's stolen bases, and that's strikeouts there, and that's stolen bases there, and he had 45 of them last year. So his main attribute was 45. I might actually write this one out, I think, because we've been having some abbreviation issues. And let's go here, and that's Raji, and so his thing is speed. Now, second type thing, and we put an X over his name type thing, or I'm going to go ahead and put yellow in type thing in that type of sense. So we took care of him type thing there, and that's the lineup type thing. Let's see here, what do you want to do for this? Okay, and that's the lineup there, and not done yet here. Now we're going to go to the next person type thing. That person is going to be Kinsler. And that's here. And from Ian Kinsler, that is his thing here. And he had, in 2013 regular season, 15 stolen bases. And he had 13 home runs with 72 RBIs. So now we're going to go back here, and we're going to do here, and do here, and back to the top, and let's see here, I'm going to do a batting lineup thing. I think Wikipedia has one, and batting order, and from there, so now we did the number 1 here, that's the first player, or the leadoff hitter. And then now number 2, second batter is usually the contact hitter. And so that's who we're going to do here. So that was leadoff. And I'm going to do batting order type thing here. I really should move this over type thing. And that was leadoff. And that's contact type thing there. And that's Kinsler. And he had 15 stolen bases and 72 RBIs. Okay, and he's kind of my other speed guy type thing in that type of sense. Now that I've done his name type thing there, and that just is incredible. I'm going to put in yellow for him too. Now, that's Jackson type thing, and he's going to be my next person I'm going to look at here. That's Jackson, and this is what's the third person type thing? Third person is the 3-hole. That's number 3, third batter in the 3-hole type thing, and best all-around hitter, and that's, so we'll put it all around here, all around hitter, and let's see here, and we'll put a title on that, and go here, right line there, and that's batting order, that's Control Z, and right here, and let's go look at his name, and that is Austin Jackson at the Detroit Tigers on ESPN, Major League Baseball, MLB, Major League Baseball tab, and A-Rat redrew from that type of sense. 272, 12 home runs, 49 RBIs, 337 on base plus percentage. So last season he had 30 doubles right there, 32 baggers type thing. That's to first and then to second, and he had 150 hits. So we'll put that together there, and we'll say 150 hits. And what else do we have going for us? And 8 stolen bases. I'm not abbreviating type thing. So he's kind of a speed guy type thing in that type of sense. He could probably, Jackson's fast defender of the outfield type thing. So he should be a speed guy. Now from those guys type thing, here, that is I'm going to go orange here. Nope. And go orange here. Those are my speed guys type thing there. And I think beforehand I had these things in red. So I can put these in red district type thing. There. And then here. And there. So that's speed. And then here type thing is going to be the top of my lineup. And here is going to be the bottom of my lineup there. Type thing in that type of sense. Here. And then here. There. And so that's what's going on there, type thing in that type of sense. So these guys have 8 stolen bases, 15 stolen bases. So we've got here, and that's a stolen bases type thing. 45 stolen bases right there. 15 stolen bases, so that's 15. And then in that type of sense, we've got 150 hits and 8 stolen bases. So that's 8 right there. And we're good so far? Alright. And then we're going to hit this here. And oops, shift key down, 1 extra for the total to go into the extra spot. We're going to go to formulas and hit an auto sum. And or can I alt equal for it. 68 stolen bases type thing amongst the top 3 there type thing that means. And so that's important type thing in that type of sense. And that's not the whole team type thing, that type of thing there. So now we're going to go to the 4 hole. And what's the 4 hole? And 4 hole type thing is the cleanup hitter. And it's the cleanup. And let's get that. That's number 4. And that's cleanup. And we're going to do that part of the line up there. And this is the reason why I like Detroit. And chances type thing, at least to go to the playoffs in a Moneyball sense type thing. I think they've got a fair chance type thing there. This here is no longer in red, so in background of field, and then this is automatic. So that's Cabrera's power type thing. Let's go back here. Let's see if he really has power and that type of thing. That's Cabrera there, and that's his 2013 season, and 348, 44 home runs, 137 RBIs type thing in that type of sense. Or we could check in the longer line if I can select it, and that stat there, 555 at bat and 44 home runs and 137 RBIs. Batting average was 348. And 2013 he won the MVP and the Silver Slugger Award and the Hank Aaron Award in that year. That's his 3 awards type thing. There's 3 awards listed on the side going back up to Miguel Cabrera. And so we can put that there if I can remember all that. Let's see here, 348 average, and we had 44 home runs and 137 RBIs. Okay, so that's power type thing, and we put that there. That's a cleanup guy. And he's filled in type thing there. And now we're going to go with more power type thing in a type of sense. And that's going to be no fill here either. And oops. And we're going to go with the DH here type thing in a type of sense. And that's going to be the designated hitter. And that's going to be Martinez. Victor Martinez. Let's go back here again to the type of sense. And DH, designated hitter, Victor Martinez. And designated hitter. He had 301 average with 83 RBIs. And okay, so now we do 301 average and 83 RBIs. Okay, and here no feel, and the rest of these is no feel, and the rest of these are also here. And okay, now now we put a thing here for Martinez, and I used to go Avila type thing. So the top type thing went from speed. So the first thing we started out with type thing, and that's gonna be first, is and then second or last. First thing we started out with is speed, and last thing we ended up with is power type thing. So speed to power type thing in that type of sense. And so our total type thing is speed to power type thing, and that means, and that was the half, that was the top cycle type thing. In the bottom cycle type thing, which is the 6, 7, 8, 9, we're going to do speed to power. Okay, here we go now. And our sixth one, I usually start off with 100. And it's kind of like a second, so this is like secondary type thing, that type of sense, a secondary speed to power from a 39-year-old man who still has some amount of speed. But I want to cover these three speeds first type thing. That's what Detroit should do. This is my 203rd video type thing, and I need to get these separate cells. Let's go over down here. And that's a 2. And that's 203, 203rd video. And then that's a 0. And then a 3. Yep. And a 3. And then that's a 0, 0, and 3 type thing. And in that type of thing, that 3 here, the 3 of the video, corresponds to the 3 lead-off type thing, the 3 speeds. And so that's speeds here, typing in a type of sense. So now, the 3 here type thing, the 3 speeds of Raji, Kinsler, and Jackson corresponds to my 203rd video type thing in that type of sense. That's 3, that's here, that's 3 over 3 type thing, and that means. I should make that red, and right there. And that's here, and that's 3 over 3 video, 203rd video, and let's see here, and 203rd video, and 3 speeds of Raji. So the speeds of Raji, Kinsler, and Jackson. So there we go. I probably should put that on one line so I think that's what it says. Since that's leading to things there. Okay, and so that's speed of Hunter. And what did Hunter do? And he's pretty wily. And that's yes, and that's Hunter. I'm not doing the backups right now, although they have decent backup too. Age 38, 304 average with 84 RBIs. Okay, and let's go back to the Pedia thing there. And 5th and 6th are sometimes batters have traditionally been RBI men, main goal of runners, sacrifice flies, intentional walking. Okay, so heart of the order, collective ability to get on base. The 3rd, 4th, 5th hitters are in lineup are called the heart of the order, signifying modern sabermetric baseball theory suggests that even the 5th and 6th batters should have high on base percentages, though this approach has not been universally adapted. Okay, well, so RBI man, and make it like that. RBI Tiger man, like that. And 7 now. I'm gonna follow that up type thing with the Glaciers here, using shortstop, and do like things to be odd. And so it just that's Glaciers, and that's also Hunter type thing. We're almost at the bottom here, taking that type of sense. And this is kind of what I call a pushover person type thing. Push Torrey over into scoring position, and that's Iglesias. Let's see what Wikipedia gives them as an 8. 7th hole, an 8th batter is often not as powerful. And let's see. Defensive ability. Pressure in the spots. Maybe pressure in the 8th hitter comes with 2 outs. And sometimes you move the pitcher up type thing. Without designated hitters though. Pitcher's going to be behind them. Let's see. Okay. I guess you would call them the defensive hitter. Here. And then that's defensive hitter 2. I probably could call them A and B. And this is another pushover type thing in a sense. They're really not as great at hitters, but they might from time to time produce something type thing. That's cool. Okay. Alright, that's Nick Castellanos type thing. And I should probably go back. And we need to do Iglesias first. We were just finishing looking at the defensive hitters, defensive ability hitters, and let's go here. Defensive, let's see, ability hitter, and defensive, yes. So now that's people are pushing over the bottom lineup. And that's Iglesias and Castellanos type thing in that type of sense. Web Jam Iglesias had 303 average with 29 RBIs type thing in that type of sense. So in 3 home runs. So 303 average. And Castellanos, that gets Torrey over though. And I'm going to do that here. And Nick Castellanos there. And yeah, 278 average, and he just came up from the minors, and so 278 average. And those are pushovers. There is Torrey with some speed type thing, or RBI person type thing in that type of sense. Kind of a crossover. And then now I'm gonna round that out type thing with Avila. And Avila is probably a bottom of the order power taking that type of sense. And let's get the 9 hole. Usually for the designated hitter. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. And if like the second leadoff, the 9th batters often like the second leadoff. 9 hitters tend to be fast and have decent on base percentage, like the leadoff hitter. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Double switch. No. I might call them into the second, taking that type of sense. So into the second part of the lineup, taking that type of sense. So this part here would be the first part of the lineup, and this would be the second part of the lineup type thing. So I'll just call them into the second. And here. Put it on yeah, taking that to the sense. I don't really think I should be saying that. And so it just, this is Alex Avila, and that's here, and 227 with 11 home runs and 47 RBIs. So I'm going to put that in there, taking there, and that's 11 home runs. How should you capitalize that? I think you leave it lowercase. Even though they make it HR type thing. And we did 47 RBIs here. But we'll go ahead and use the abbreviation, I guess. So I was going to avoid that. And let's 11 home runs and 47 RBIs. And that is why I like hitting with the Detroit Tigers type thing. I think they were exciting and they were fun to look at. And definitely, if you're stuck in a 162 game season, then they might not be such a bad choice to take on. They had stats, rankings. Let's see here. Detroit 2013 and Clubhouse. They're in the American League Central. They're not in the National League. And overall, during the year, in the American League Central, they had 93 wins and 69 losses. So and that's without Raji Davis and Kinsler, so they should be in for a good year. Okay, all right. Well, that's the batting order type thing there, and then from there, you need to do the pitching order. So I'm going to do this here. Control C that type thing. That type of sense. I should put this underneath it, but I think I'm going to go to sheet 2. And now for sheet 2, probably a little bit less romantic type thing in that type of sense. Here. And that's their name. Hold on here. That's their name and then attribute. 18 years type thing in that type of sense and role players. And that's their name again. And here. And attribute. And that's their name and attribute. Alright, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get this started here with a different one. Okay, welcome back to a host of things. The last discussion from part 2. This is Chad Brown, Masters in Project Management, Job Click, Tiger Owl, Job Click Index, which I need to start as a list or something. And Dimming Sage Block 9, 1d8 plus 1 Lean Orbs, things of that nature type thing. So now we're going to go here, and we're going to do a list order, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to do starters. And that's relievers. And that is the closer type thing in the type of sense. And we're going to take this here and push this over. So we got 3 categories type thing in that type of thing. In pitching. So we're going to go here. And we're going to line up hitting. And ever so slightly hit that. And then that's Control C. And we're going to go there. And Control V. And now we're going to take this here and move it to pitching. And that is what we're doing right now. We're looking not at the hitting, but the actual pitchers type thing here. So, which are starters, relievers, and a closer. And the closer type thing here. And that's closer. And that's here. Back to depth chart. I'll go ahead and plug in. Make my screen look a little dim. Let's see here. But I'm on. I'm not throwing it to the Magnavox. I've got a HDMI cord going to the back of it there, taking that type of sense and making that patch in without the Google Chromecast thing, taking that type of sense. That's Joe Nathan under closer, and he had 43 saves and 73 strikeouts. So we go back here, and we're like under his name, and that's Joe Nathan, and attribute 43 saves. All right, now we work on, that's a closer, that's a reliever type thing here. These would probably be mostly just strikeouts, I think. There are other categories in baseball, like the ability to hold on the onslaught type thing with bases loaded without being in the 9th inning type thing. We won't get to that right now. There is Albuquerque type thing. That's 70 strikeouts. So we're going to put him there. And put 70 Ks, and the swing K, or just a regular straight K if they swing through the zone type thing and still miss the ball type thing, or just factor back, just look at it type thing, that type of sense as it goes across the plate. And there's a different designator for swinging and not swinging type thing in that type of sense. And that's, and as being helped through type thing. That's Bruce Rodon type thing, and he had 30 strikeouts. So we'll do that type thing there. And that's Bruce Rodon. And he's our new guy type thing. That type of sense. It's 30K. I'm going to say that this is just K so that I can summate these things quicker. And Joe Nathan had some Ks type thing too. And it's mostly saves, but I'll get to that type thing. And let's see here. That's relief pitcher Phil Koch, and for the Detroit Tigers, and he had 30 strikeouts type thing here. And we go back down here. Where is it? There. And for the batter, it's how many times they swing and miss, but for the pitcher, it's how many people they make miss. Okay. Alright, that's Luke Peconin, and that's the SOs from the 2013 season, and that's 28 of them there. And let's see here, this is probably going to be K's too. And we got one more reliever to go here. And that's one reliever, two reliever, three reliever, four reliever, and then the fifth reliever, along with the closer. Now we've got, let's see here. Java Chamberlain. And coming over from the Yankees. And there we go. And so from that type of thing, in that type of sense, he had 38 strikeouts. So it's 38 strikeouts there. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to go alt, equal. And that's 196 strikeouts amongst the relievers type thing here. And that's the closer. And the closer was Joe Nathan. And he had, I believe, 73 strikeouts. And, yep, 73 of them type thing there. And so here, from the closer, 73 of them. And here from relievers was 196. We'll probably move that over a little bit. There we go. And now in that type of thing, we're now going to go to the starters. And in the starters type thing, we need Justin Verlander. And just a Verland of a day. And so in that type of thing, that's terrible. Okay, so that's Justin Verlander, and he had 13-12 win-loss record and out of 25 games, and 217 strikeouts. And despite the fact that those are losses type thing, in here, that's 13 wins and 12 losses. And do that type thing, and alt and equal, and that is games. They still count as games type thing that he was on the marquee for type thing before turning it over to the rest of the team as a responsibility type thing in that type of sense. So we had 25 games. Justin Verlander had 217 strikeouts there, right there. And from there, what do we got here? We've got Scherzer, Max Scherzer, and we're going to come back to him real quick, because him is a special one. There's Rick Porcello, and he was 13-8 and 142 strikeouts within a American League strike zone. Yeah, if you're with that, you don't want to throw against your buddies type thing in the National League, type thing that type of sense, you're going to run a different team, then that is the suggestion I would have. 142 Ks, 142 strikeouts, and is to play a team in the American League, type thing in that type of sense. So that you don't have to always keep seeing like local teams type thing and feeling bad about it, like the Cardinals or something like that, or like the Cubs or Philadelphia or something like that. And you're like, ah, man, I don't want to be Philadelphia. Yeah, like one of the oldest teams in baseball, if not the oldest team in baseball, without a change of its name for like 2 years, to think in that type of sense. So that's not cool. And Drew Smiley was a reliever during last year, but he had 81 strikeouts. And he's going to switch back to being a starter now, type thing, after Pfister left to the Nationals with the Lamadozzi trade and Ian Kroll and Steve Lamadozzi, Ian Kroll. There's another pitcher and I can't remember his name. That's Drew Smiley, and now we need who else is there? Anibal Sanchez, used to be a Marlin guy type thing. 202 strikeouts with 14 wins and 8 losses type thing. And so we're at 202. And right, Anibal Sanchez there. And they had, what do you call, 11 people. This will make 11 people on, what's more than that, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 pitchers type thing, in a sense. There was 9 batting lineup type thing, in type of sense, from the batting order. And from that type thing, in that type of sense, that's here. And that's alt and equal. And that's 20 people type thing out of a 25 roster. 25 roster that they travel with, and 40 that they can rely on from like the AAA, who may not travel with them, type in that type of sense, with AAA and MLB, type in that type of sense. And that is right, type in that type of thing. And now we have to go to Max Scherzer. And the reason why I waited to do him last, and that type of thing. Let's see here. Real team, taking in a type of sense. That's Bing. For AAA, for Detroit Tigers, it's the Toledo Mud Hens. And here they are here. And that's them there. And that is their site there. They are a real team. And yeah, go ahead and find me on Ring Central, taking that type of sense, and through JobClick if you want. And tell people type thing that we integrated our business with JobClick or phone lines with them type thing, and just tell them that I sent you type thing from JobClick, and that Chad Brown, and that would be great. Yeah. So anyway, this is the Detroit Tigers, and this is their AAA affiliate right there. Right there, AAA affiliate stamp right in the corner, and they do a lot of things with them, type of sense. If guys are like Don Kelly or Nick Castellanos was down there last year and hit 18 home runs and had 76 RBIs down there in the minors type thing, then this is their minor stuff. Hector. Man, I'm trying to think of that guy's name. Let's see here. I might be able to find him. Infielders, Danny Worth, that's him. And outfielders, Matt Tuiasosopo. Yeah. And so, and Luis Marte's down there, and all types of people are out there. This is interesting. It's really interesting to think in that type of sense. So yeah, definitely check them out, type thing in that type of sense. Or if you're fortunate enough to be in one of the areas, maybe check out one of their games around the majors. I guess I could say Chad Brown sent you type thing, but I don't think they would know who Chad Brown is, and so that's okay. Yeah. So that's there, and that's Max Scherzer type thing, and he was 21 wins and 3 losses with 240 strikeouts. So we have to put 240 here on our Excel sheet, and yeah, I probably shouldn't let that sink in type thing. 240 and 21 and 3. 240 strikeouts, and congrats to ESPN type thing, because here on their page type thing in that type of sense, they if you go down on quick facts about them type thing, he won the Cy Young Award in the American League side, along with Clayton Kershaw on the National League side with the Dodgers. He won the Cy Young Award on the American League side, Babe Ruth side, instead of Branch Rickey side, taking that type of sense. And congratulations to him, and definitely to Miguel Cabrera for Hank Aaron Award, Silver Slugger, and MVP Award. And congratulations to Max Scherzer, here tipping a pitcher, starting pitcher from University of Missouri. I believe the Dash Columbia, tipping in that type of sense, and that's the Mizzou. And he won the Cy Young Award there, type thing. So congratulations to him. There are other references to other people's stats, keeping stats, but they did a really great job there, taking that type of sense.